好，我们现在目前位于克莱萨酒厂，而且距离格拉斯哥才仅10分钟的车程。你一路上看到这个最大的钟楼标示，那就代表你到了克莱萨酒厂。它非常新，成立于2017年，但却是威士忌老手 Morrison 家族所经营的一个酒厂。而克莱萨酒厂呢，有3大重要的指标。第一个指标呢，它的水源都是使用国家公园的水源。那第二个呢，它都是用7个小农契作的大麦来作为它为原物料。那第3个呢，就是我们耳熟能详的，它是用金属旺来做木桶的制定政策。虽然它的来源非常的简单，但是它所做出的威士忌却不简单。记得要干嘛呢？记得要订阅、按赞、开启小铃铛，跟着我李奥社长的脚步，一起进入克莱萨酒厂吧，走！厂长可以介绍一下你自己吗？
Yes, so I started at Bowmore Distillery on Islay back in 1984 as an apprentice engineer. I moved to Glasgow to finish my apprenticeship, and then moved into Auchentoshan, Bowmore and Glengarry, covering the engineering for all 3 distilleries. And then in January 2011, moved into distillery production. I was a distillery manager at Auchentoshan for 6 years before I came here to Clydeside.
所以其实厂长他也是从老波莫体系一直传承下来。他一开始他也待过 Auchentoshan， 也待过波莫，待过 Glengarry。在这个3个厂长里面跑来跑去，现在回到市区，他的感受是什么？
It's very interesting. Part of the agreement was I would come to Glasgow, I would do my apprenticeship, and then I had to go back to Islay to be the engineer at Bowmore. But you came to Glasgow, you had bright city lights and everything that was going on. I wasn't going back to Islay, yeah, so it's different culture, but bringing a distillery up in the city is totally different from Islay or Speyside or, you know, and it's all about the location. For me, it was about joining back with the Morrison family. So I started in 1984 with our current chairman, Tim Morrison, who owned Morrison Bowmore Distillers. So I have rejoined him now to hopefully finish my career here at Clydeside, so yeah. Yeah, so this is us mashing in, as you can see. So the grist that we've taken from next door from the mill, 1.5 ton in here with hot water at 65 degrees C, first water. Yeah, so 1 mash tun. So what we do is 3 waters. So that's the first water. So once we have it mashed in, we then start to circulate to get a really clear wort. We then pump the wort to the fermentation washback. We then put on a second water at a higher temperature, do exactly the same again, fill up the washback, and then we put on a third water and we put it back to the tank here. So we're starting to use some of the sugars from this mash going into the next. So it's a standard 3 water mash, 1.5 ton mash, and the byproduct, the draft that comes out of here, goes to an anaerobic digestion plant where we generate energy from.
我想问厂长一个问题，就是我看这个糖化槽很迷你。
No, it was more to have the building, and we do a bigger mash tun. Obviously, we need bigger washbacks, and it was just the footprint of the site. It was actually the site of where we are. We were limited to putting in this size. However, we are doing an expansion plan at the moment. It will be finished at the end of this year, and it will give us another 200,000 to 300,000 litres, and we're doing an expansion already, and we're only in 7 years.
那我们现在目测呢，在克莱萨一共有8个不锈钢发酵槽，然后请我们厂长带领我们过去，而且有一个正在发酵哦。Go.
Yeah, so the flavour profile that we're trying to create here is fruity, sweet, the whole mashing process, and then the yeast that we add. So in the washback, you should start to get real tropical notes, fruity aromas, apples, pears, even banana. So it's the yeast that we use.
Oh.
How nice is that?
How day?
Yeah, so that's in the region of 20 hours fermented at the moment, so just 20 hours, but this will go on for 75 hours. But you get the real fruity, the tropical notes, so that's what Clydeside is all about, having the clear wort to creating this wonderful aromas and flavours in the wash.
它为什么泡泡这么多？
The type of yeast that we use here with the clear wort creates a vigorous foaming. So it's a natural process, so it's the yeast eating up the sugar and starting to generate alcohol. So it starts to foam up, and you'll see the switcher on the top here. and that's used to keep the foam down. So we don't want the foam coming out and we lose alcohol. So the switcher actually turns and keeps the head aerated. But it's just a reaction between the yeast and the sugary liquid, the wart's coming from. And also you'll see the washbacks are 7,500 litre washback. They're actually tall and slim. Okay, so this is the yeast that we're using here at Clydeside. As you can see, it's a dried yeast and it's very fine. We add 7.5 kilograms to each washback with 7,500 litres of wort. There is an aroma from it, but it's not that fruity aroma. It's got a long shelf life, easy manual handling, and creates a wonderful character for Clydeside single malt.
好了，我们现在来到克莱萨最棒的蒸馏器。刚刚在公路开过来的时候，映入眼帘，整个落地玻璃窗就是看到我们克莱萨整个蒸馏器非常非常漂亮。我们现在走到里面，请我们的厂长为我们介绍克莱萨威士忌整个蒸馏过程。
So this is us here in the still house. You've seen the fermentation happening next door. So now the wash all ends up in the wash still, and we distill it all off into a receiver down below. We take it from 8.5% up to 28%. That's the first part of the distillation process here at Clydeside. We then take the 28% alcohol and pump it into the spirit still. And this is where you'll see the boil ball. So we run it nice and slow, nice and cold, because we want a lot of reflux happening in here, and we want the heavier flavor compounds to stay behind and the lighter ones to be carried over into our new mixed spirit.
克莱萨它切酒心的这个切点会是在多少度跟多少度之间呢？
The cut point on the spirit still, it starts to run in at 76% alcohol.
Okay.
And we cut at 71, a very high cut point for a double distill. And everything below 71 gets distilled back into the faints tank. Yeah?
Okay.
So 71 is our cut point. So you've got the wash still litre charge, and the spirit still is 5,000 litre charge. And off the 5,000 litre charge, we only get 850 litres of alcohol, around 73% average from each run in their ISR, intermediate spirit receiver below us here. So we get enough reflux with the boil ball and the slow running that our lye pipe can come this way.
Oh, yeah.
So we get enough reflux at this point before the lye pipe. So we don't need the lye pipe to go up the way to get reflux. So we get enough with the character, from the slow running, nice and slow running on the steam, and coming in at less than 5 litres a minute. You see it running into the safe, less than 5 litres a minute. So as long as we do that, we get a lot of reflux, and a lot of the heavier compounds are left behind in the still. So let's feel how cold the spirit is. Coming off the still at 90 degrees C, put your hand under there. Feel it. There you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Cold.
How cold is that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, very cold.
So less than 5 litres a minute, nice and cold. We want to capture the flavours we've created in fermentation and mashing, and by running it nice and slow, we feel as though it helps the quality.
我刚进来这个蒸馏器看的话，非常非常清楚，蒸馏器、冷凝器，然后保险箱，它是一目了然。所以对于威士忌你非常非常有兴趣的人，你一定要来克莱萨看。为什么呢？因为它整个动线都非常非常清楚。
Absolutely, you can see it all. It's so simple, it's so straightforward.
因为我每次来到这个蒸馏室的时候，一定要问一件事情，毕竟厂长在这边，那就是他那个保险箱钥匙在不在
We got it here. We'll go around this side. You can see the padlock. That's a customs and excise padlock.
哎，是真的有钥匙哎，真的有哎，这样。
So have a smell.
Yeah.
Have you got your glass?
Yeah. 哦，我每一个都有带杯子，就今天忘记带了。我的老天啊，厂长也开给我喝了，结果竟然喝不到。好了，我们现在来到我们克莱萨的一个熟成仓库。克莱萨这边的话，因为它是属于一个比较小的酒厂，所以这边算是一个给我们游客品尝，然后了解克莱萨的一个地方。
Yes, so this is us in the filling store. So this is where the new make spirit ends up in the receiver behind us.
Okay.
We send a tanker out every 2 weeks. This is the new make spirit that you've seen coming off the still. So 74% alcohol.
Oh, very high. Yeah.
So would you like to try some?
No, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Yeah. And you'll get the fruity, sweet, delicate.
哎，它已经开始有刚那个厂长讲那个 banana fruity， 开始也有一些我觉得甜甘蔗的感觉。
Yeah, 74% alcohol strength, but we touch of water on it, opens up the character. You get more of the fruity coming through. That's a nice lowland style new make spirit that works very well for Clydeside single malt. Now you'll get more of the fruity, more of the estery characters coming through.
加了2滴水以后，它的果香味更加浓郁哦，更加奔放哦。所以其实只要基酒好的话，进到熟成它一定会好。
So this one here is very similar, but this is I mentioned on the start of the tour that we do 2 weeks a year of peated.
Okay.
So this is heavily peated, 75 ppm, lower strength, 68%. Okay. But have a wee try.
但它比较像比较淡淡的烟熏，淡淡的。我觉得它整个这个麦芽的那个清香味在里面有展现出来，所以是麦芽的清香味，然后还有一些淡淡的一些烟感。先尝一下这个没有加水的味道。它嘴巴里面已经开始有，我觉得是烟草味，但它不像是那种蒸露完的那种蒸露味。加点水试试看。哦
Okay. Try it now. Try now, and you'll get more of the smokiness, more of the peatiness coming through.
Yeah. 哎，厉害。
Yeah. Sweet. It's not like an Islay peat. It's not medicinal. It's more Highland peat, but still the fruity character, but smoky too. Yeah. So a sweet peat. Yeah. But it's not Islay. Unfortunately, coming from Islay, I would have liked some Islay peat, but it's very expensive to do that. Okay. So yeah. Cut point has a part to play. Robust and more medicinal. Highland peat is not so much. So it's about the process. It's about the cut points. It's about how we run it. The flavour profile, we feel as though, I mean, that's the new make spirit, but see, once it's been maturing in the cask it really picks it up. So I'll let you have a wee taste of some matured peated as well once we go up to the tasting room as well. But yeah, it's not as robust as an Islay whiskey. It's more a lowland style, more delicate, but again, it is fairly smoky for So this is the oldest cask of Clydeside we have here. So this was filled on the 19th of December, 2017. Perfect.
I'm professional.
I see that, yeah. So this is a bourbon cask, ex-bourbon cask.
Okay.
And it's been maturing now coming up for, it'll be 8 years this year, so just over 7 years at the moment.
樱桃，然后木瓜、香草，然后香蕉，哦，它的味道好特别哦。
A wonderful expression of a lowland bourbon style. Yeah.
而且它的那个油脂开始已经起来了，很特别。哎，我好期待它的那个单桶威士忌，哎，那一定是做得很好，这样。
Yeah, well, you can see some of the wood that we've got here. So there's some ruby port just finishing.
Okay.
What else have we got? We've got some champagne casks. We've got Calvados here. They were just done this week. So what we've done is we've transferred some refill into ex-Calvados cask. We've got Armagnac. We've got Cognac. We've got Tawny Port. We've got Ruby, as I said. We've got some sherry, Oloroso sherry. Yeah. We've got some PX sherry. It's a PX finish. You'll see some of the small quarter casks as well.
They're too small.
Yeah, too small. Yeah. So they mature very quickly. So we'll move them into the bigger casks once they're matured, or we can finish in them.
Hey. Yeah. Good. It's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, bye.
You can start tomorrow. You can start tomorrow. Yeah.
哦，所以它这是一个仪式吗？仪式感，它就送给我这样子。我们的这个克莱萨厂长想要跟我们台湾观众朋友说几句话。
So yes, we would love you Taiwanese guests, visitors, anybody visiting Scotland, come to Glasgow, come and see us at the Clydeside and just experience what you have just had, and we'll have many more whiskies for you to try. So we look forward to welcoming all your Taiwanese guests, because it is a really good market and you're going to see more and more of Clydeside there. So see you soon. Thank you.
而且我也想要邀请我们的厂长，如果有机会的话，也可以到台湾来，好不好？
Absolutely. Love to come and see Taiwan, yeah.
You sure?
Yes, yeah.
Tomorrow?
Okay, yeah.
所以我们那个台湾的那个 K 大一定很兴奋，因为我把厂长邀请过来的，好不好 ？K 大那个机票你出好。我们现在在克莱萨的品饮教室，而且现在目前2017年克莱萨是刚成立的，然后现在目前有3瓶都是威士忌，也是5年份的。那这次就由我们的厂长亲自的跟各位观众朋友来介绍克莱萨的美好。
So this is Stop Cross. This is our first release that came out in October 2021. and this is a marriage of bourbon and sherry. So 90% bourbon and 10% sherry. It's natural colour, non-chill filtered, and it's at 46%. And a really fruity, mellow, sweet dram for this time of day. The next expression is Napier, and sorry, I should have mentioned the name Stobcross actually came from the estate around here. There was an estate, a farming estate before it became industrial, was Stobcross Estate, so that's where we took the name Stobcross from. Napier is a sherry matured whiskey. This has been over 6 years in Oloroso sherry cask.
Okay.
And this is a full maturation in sherry, and it's natural colour, non-chill filtered, and again 46%. So the name Napier was a famous shipbuilder on the Clyde, and again all about the brand, the shipping, the colour splits that we've spoke about. So it's all about the engineering. And Robert Napier's ethos was quality, 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 and that is what Clydeside is all about. Okay. Finally, we have a limited edition that came out in 2023, and this is a cask strength bourbon, so this is 60.6%, again over 5-year-old, and it's a wonderful bourbon. Even at 60.6%, because of the high cut and the slow running, we have a real delicate, mellow, afternoon style whiskey. So yeah, 3 different expressions. For me, this was the go-to at the beginning. It was really fruity, it was sweet, it was delicate, it was nice, easy drinking, whereas more richer dark fruits, more of your kind of plums, raisins, and kind of, dare I say, demerara sugar, kind of heavier notes with the sherry notes. One for the whiskey enthusiasts who love their cask strength. 60.6% is our 2023 limited edition. So that's the 3 whiskies that we're going to try just now. So, yeah.
我现在想要问厂长一个非常艰难的问题，就是现在前面3位都是他曾经都是他的女朋友，他会选哪一个结婚？Is it love?
That's my favorite. Yeah, yeah. If I had a choice of taking one of the 3, I'm afraid it would have to be this one. Yeah. So.
好险，台湾也有卖这一款。
You like it?
My lover.
Yeah.
My
good.
daughter. My son. 小孩才做选择，对不对？我都要。
Some people say this one here is for summer, and this one is for winter. So the character's a wee bit more harsh in the sherry notes, but for me, I can have that any time of the year. So yes, to your viewers, to your audience, to Taiwanese audience, Clydeside is a single malt whiskey made in Glasgow, made in the Lowlands, and it's all about quality. We don't try and speed things up or change anything. It's always about focus is quality, quality, quality. We would like you guys to join us on the journey of Clydeside, and the easy way to do that is on our website. There is a Voyager Club that you can sign up and you can join, and you'll get all the latest news on what's actually happening here at Clydeside. And I think it's very important because from time to time we bring out a special bottling for Voyager Club members only, and that can be a cask strength, it could be various different expressions. However, Leo, we happen to have one of these very bottles here for you.
Wow!
There's only 350 of them, and it's all Voyage Club members. And we're going to get the opportunity to have a wee taste of that before we finish today. So, and you can see it's been signed by our chairman as well. So,
really?
Another reason to join the Voyager Club is not just about learning about whiskey, about Clydeside. It's also about collecting. Anybody who collects special bottles, this is signed by our chairman, and there's only 350 of them, all numbered, and we will be releasing different expressions of Clydeside for our Voyager Club as an exclusive. So get signed up to our Voyager Club and hear all about Clydeside moving forward.
Oh,
okay. So shall we try one?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 61.1%, and this is a full sherry maturation. Again, what a wonderful dram, and this is really an exclusive for our Voyage Club members. So this was released earlier this year, and it went very, very quickly, sold out as you can imagine, and you can see the colour, you can nose, you get the aromas, the sherry aromas again.
Chocolate， 这个颠覆我对克莱萨的印象，它怎么会有巧克力，然后会有咖啡的味道
？It's a wee bit more. It's got a wee bit more depth, a wee bit more character. It's obviously a higher strength, but yeah, the quality is there. So yeah. So cheers.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
我觉得克莱萨未来会是一个非常非常有趣的酒厂，它也获得了全球 新兴的威士忌酒厂，而且是最令人期待的酒厂。所以来到格拉斯哥，来到苏格兰，你千万不能错过我们的克莱萨酒厂，好不好 ？OK， 记得订阅、按赞、开启小铃铛。咱们的李奥社长来品酒，下礼拜见，拜拜。